Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today's Tuesday the 13th of November. I'm just about to start my training session. So I'm on to a new training plan. So the training plan goes through three main phases. Phase 1 is the build phase, just for base general fitness. And then in that phase you can decide on what your goal is. So you can do different triathlon distances, or just a general, or the one I did was called sweet spot base training. So I've done that already. The sweet spot was divided into two as well, so I've done 12 weeks of sweet spot training. So now I've jumped now to my my next phase. Phase 2 is a building phase. Again, there's different individual plans in that phase. So yeah, day 2, I did another fitness test yesterday, which was the ramp fitness test. I scored exactly the same score as I did about 6 weeks ago on the last ramp test I did. I also did a normal FTP test on that day, so I did 2 fitness tests on the same day last time, and I got exactly the same score for that, all 3. So I want to improve on that really for the next time. I think there's one scheduled for 6 weeks time on this training plan, so I'll see what happens. I know a few different things which could affect my fitness tests. I think, here's my bike. I haven't looked after the chain. It's not oily, but it feels a bit dry. I haven't really lubricated that very recently, so that could be saving myself a little bit. The front derailleur, it's not too bad. It does change gear quite good. Not as good as my Ultegra on my giant bike. My Ultegra, you click it one click and it goes straight into gear. That's a bit slower because it's a Tiagra and the older version. See, the spider's different. So when I'm doing FTP tests, sometimes I change gear and it takes a bit too long to change gear. But if I think about it, I can change gear a bit earlier. The back derailleur, again, it's Tiagra. It's not quite as smooth as my giant bike with the Ultegra. It's not too bad, it's right indoors, but I haven't adjusted it for a while, and a couple of the ones were here. When you change up or down, it doesn't quite change. You'll jump 2 and then you'll go back up 1 again. So if you go down, it doesn't change. You click again, it goes down 2, and then you have to play around. So when you're doing a fitness test, you don't really mess around your gears. That could be affecting it. So if I take it off, clean it, adjust my cables and settings, see if I can get it to work a little bit better. Other reason why I might not have done so well in the fitness tests could be, well, one, if I have a look at the last October, I didn't train quite as hard in October. The amount of hours I did, or was nowhere near what I did like in May, for example. I did a lot more in May. So there's that. Also, with the supplements, I haven't been taking creatine, I haven't been taking taurine. Both of them supplements do help with the lactate build up in the muscles, and creatine helps with a bit of extra power. So maybe as I get into the harder stages of the fitness test, that's where I'm haven't quite got so much peak power, or the ability to regenerate FTP, creatine in the body. I don't know if I think about it too hard. I think also I haven't used any pre-workout. So pre-workout's a real high caffeine drink. That has also got beta-alanine, taurine, creatine, other B vitamins in it, which could help produce energy. Possibly could be that. I have got dextrose in my water bottles now, but I didn't have for most of October because I ran out. But I have found I've got a little small supply of dextrose, so I need to order some more of that. Obviously that's going to fuel your energy system as you're riding, because every time you take a sip, you always sip in, so your blood sugar level is going to be quite high throughout the bike ride. So I'll just show you what I have at the moment. So today I'm going to be doing an hour and a half session. So I've got here a new chocolate bar, which I found the other day. So I've snapped it into a couple of little sections, so I can just have a little nibble every now and again. I've got a couple of sweets here. They're not energy sweets, they're just nice sweets I like to have while I'm riding, just to keep your mouth a bit watery, so you're not feeling too dry and sweaty while you're in the house. A banana, I'll probably eat that at about the halfway mark if I feel like my energy levels are dropping too much. I did have spaghetti bolognese last night, and I've had some porridge about an hour ago, so my energy levels shouldn't be too bad. I have eaten in the last couple of days, so I'm not too worried about the weight loss at the moment. I want to bring my power back up, so I'll eat if I have to. Probably about the halfway mark. I've also got some flapjacks. I'm not going to eat the whole box in an hour and a half, but I might have one now and again. As I said, I got the water bottles, which are filled up full of water. I think it's blackcurrant juice, and I think it's a scoop, maybe 30 grams of dextrose in each bottle. What the plan usually is, I usually drink a bit of water every 10 minutes. So these are 750ml water, 700 water bottles. I probably have one of them an hour if the session's really hard. If it's just an easy endurance session, maybe not. I don't need to have it all, but I probably will drink one of these an hour. So I got two ready every 10 minutes. If I have banana after halfway, sweet throughout the time, and flapjacks, you know, maybe every 20 minutes have a bit of flapjack, because the idea is to bring up the power, bring up the performance of the bike ride, not just for weight loss. What else have I got? I've also got a fan. It's not a proper, really expensive, powerful fan. You can get better ones, but it's alright. It's a desk fan, so I'll have that blow in my face, keep my body temperature a bit low. If your body temperature rises too high, your body will shut down. I've got a tablet there. I'll either put onto it, at the moment there's a YouTube channel on, it's on, I don't know what's it on. At the moment I got a YouTube video, Paris-Roubaix 2013 full race on. So I watched an hour of that yesterday when I was doing my FTP test. I've also got my tablet here, my phone here, which I've got my Trainer Road app. I can't really see the lights on it. Trainer Road app ready there with the session plan. So when that's on, I'll be able to watch the session plan on there. I'll be able to my bike on there. And I've also got my Garmin down here, so I can see my time, my distance, my average power. Because even though the power shows on the phone, because I'm in quite a low position, I can't really look up too high. So I've already got my head pointed down here somewhere. So I've got that. My towel just down below, just ready, because after about 20 minutes of hard riding, I'll start sweating. Not too bad on a slow endurance ride, but on a hard session, you need your towel, the floor will be wet. I also put my bike on, this is just an old piece of old flooring. It's only about 2 mils thick. I need to get something thicker than that, because even though this new Tax Flux S turbo trainer, it is a lot quieter than the old Tax Satori trainer I had with a wheel on. It is a lot quieter, but sometimes it does, I can hear a bit of a droning noise, like vibrating through the floor, because it's a concrete floor, tiles on the floor. So if I get something thicker, either a fitness mat or maybe a 10 mil thick piece of rubber, I've got that there. Plugs in just at the wall. I've also got a pump handy, because I've got a latex inner tube on the front wheel, and latex normally lets a bit of air out, so every 2 or 3 days the pressure of the tyre drops quite a bit, and you find that the bike starts bouncing. So make sure the tyre's always pumped up. It's just an old tyre on air. So I think I bought that tyre in 2013 or 2014. Continental Gator skin. It's still pretty good. Still got the pair of them actually. They're good. Still working. So that's that. and then I've just got a spare water bottle, spare GoPro batteries. I might make a bit of a video throughout the video on the bike ride with the GoPro. I'm not going to record using my phone because that's in place with my Trainer Road app on. I forgot to charge the battery up before, so I'm going to have that plugged into the power bank. I've also got my tablet plugged into the power bank, so I don't want to waste battery on them, so I use my GoPro to make a video. After the video I made the other day, the new Instagram page video, oh, that was a nightmare. That was. It took hours and hours and hours to get it to upload. One to my phone, because you've got to save the file from the GoPro to the app and then to the phone, and then I had to upload it, and then YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. I filmed it in 1080 for 1080p. It was too slow, so I think for now on, if I'm going to use a GoPro, I'm going to have to use 720. What that means is the size of the file will probably be at half, and then it'll make it a lot easier to upload videos. More space on my camera, more space on my phone. Yeah, so quality will be slightly, I don't know if you probably won't even notice it. If you've got just a 720 TV, it wouldn't have seen 1080 anyway. If you've got a 4K TV, it'll just show it in the best quality it is, so you won't even notice it. So hopefully it's going to record a bit better. So I'm going to jump on it now. It's 1:45, hour-and-a-half session, and then I'll post this video later on tonight. I probably won't edit it. I'm going to try not to edit it. One of the little plan I got is I might buy a new microphone. I know I have got already a little microphone from a GoPro, but you need to buy the GoPro adapter for that. So I could buy that little adapter, and then a couple of little brackets from Amazon, just so I can mount it to my camera. But also I might buy, I think it's called a Yeti, a Blue Yeti mic. It's a big proper microphone, so I found a way that you can plug that into your laptop, or you can plug that into your tablet or your phone as well, so I can maybe record audio onto my phone, record the video using either the GoPro or the iPhone, and then just join the two together. Yeah, so I'm going to stop the video now. That'll probably be it for today, and then I'll let you know how the bike ride got on, and then let you know tomorrow. Okay, see you again soon. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, and then I'll know that you're watching it, and I'll know that you're enjoying the videos. Okay, see you later. Bye. Okay, I'm about halfway through my session on 49 minutes. This is the third video I've made. The other two I just stop and start again. The first one because I couldn't get my tripod to sit properly in front of me, and holding it's probably a bit moving it too much, so I put it to the side there. I know I've got no lights on, but it'll be a bit dark with the window in the background, but you'll still hear me enough. Second time, so I put the tripod down. I started talking about a heavy breathing. I'm only really breathing heavyish now as I'm talking, but without talking is quite right. But then I remembered I put the tripod next to the fan, so you can probably hear too much noise when the fan's on. So turn the fan off. This is number 3. What I really want to talk about is the bike. Like I said in the introduction video, showing my equipment, the bike is a bit noisy. Now as I'm pedaling now, now and again I can hear a little drone in the floor. I can hear the chain going over the cogs. It might need a new chain or clean up, or even a new chain ring, which I might be getting anyway. But I can hear a bad creaking noise. So in a minute I'll stop the video. If I turn the GoPro upside down, then I'll be able to hold it down near the crank and you'll be able to hear it, and then I'll carry on. Okay, so if I keep pedaling, children's 15 watts, you hear that noise. You can hear the normal noise from the chain. There's a lot of creaking. So the bike's creaking, so what I'll probably do is, not all at once, because I don't want to get too deep into trouble and not be able to use it again tomorrow. So I think tonight I might take the pedals and the crank all apart, clean it up, check it out. If it's okay, lubricate it and put it back together. Then maybe tomorrow night I'll take the cassette off, the chain off, clean them, check them, lubricate them, put them back in. And then I got another problem, which it's not too much of a problem to use on the turbo trainer, just a bit annoying. And if everyone uses this bike in emergency outside, it'd be bad. There's something wrong with the headset again. I know I did buy new bearings for it last year, but might be sweat, or might be just from being in the same position for a long time, but the handlebars feel like they're locked in this forward position. When you steer, there's like it clicks into place facing forward. So I've had this before and it's a bit dangerous because it always wants to go forward and doesn't really turn easy. So before I had separate ball bearings in the headset, now it's one of them ones just close all together. So if I take it apart, have a look at it, check it out, clean it up, lubricate that, put it back in, and if there's something wrong with it, it was only quite, well, it wasn't too expensive. I could just order a new one and put it in, but like I said, I can still use it with that, so I'll fix that last, because as long as it's on the turbo trainer, it only goes forward anyway, so steering's not so much a problem. Big issues are the noise and maybe looking the gear in. Okay, so I'm going to crack on now. Keep watching the video. I've got about 35 minutes left, and then that'll be the session for the day.